Hi guys. So I'm going to attempt to do this without doing a voiceover. This is what I used to use for my dailies. Well, I just haven't used them in quite some time. And I still want to. I just, yeah. It's just been a lot. So this is what I did for the beginning of January. It's super pretty. And I do want to do something for March, so I'm going to skip a couple of pages. I'm just not quite sure what I want to do yet. So I'm going to skip these and we're going to go into Monday. However, what I was doing is that this is what I was putting for what went on that day, and then I was journaling. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do it more like this, where I don't put anything down the side and I just decorate and journal it. So that's what we're going to do going into March. We're having an 80s party for my parents' birthday. My dad's birthday is at the end of February. My mother's birthday is the beginning of March. So we're going to have an 80s themed birthday because that is when they kind of grew up in the 80s. They were born at the end, like in the 70s, but they don't, it's like I'm a 90s baby, but I was born in the 80s. So that's what we're going to do. And I have these from Shine Sticker Studio, and they're 90s stickers, but I just thought it would be cute since I'm a 90s girl and we're doing theirs in 80s. I thought it would just be cute as kind of a nod to that, to decorate it this way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to decorate the week, and then I'm going to decorate the week, and then hopefully I can just journal. So that is what I'm going to do. So let's just go ahead and get started. I just want to get started because if I don't, then I'm never going to do anything. We're just going to sit here and talk. So the baby is in his swing behind me, and he's already making noises. He doesn't really like to let me film or really do anything because he likes to, he wants to be held. Like, who doesn't? But he can't be held all the time, and he thinks he can. I was seeing if these had any day covers, but they don't. So I'm gonna have to pull some, which is fine. I just trying to see. But yeah, so it has been a little bit of a rough go of it lately. And it's getting better, but it's just been a little bit of a rough go, like, for a little bit. And February was one of those little bits. It's just been kind of rough. There's just been a lot of stress, a lot of things happening. I got a lot of advice, and some of it was, I think some of it meant well, and some of it kind of didn't, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. But, there were some great suggestions for sure, and there was some kind of rude suggestions, but most of them were good. All of the comments that I got on the actual videos that I posted were good, and I think they meant well, so I totally received them that way, at least. So if you didn't mean well, don't tell me, because I received it like you meant well. One of the suggestions was that, like, I make extra money for my family, and I could work when my husband got home, and we could work like different shifts. That is a good idea, but it is very tricky because Joshua most often gets home at all different hours. Sometimes he gets home at 2, sometimes he gets home at 5, and most of the time during the summer especially, he gets home at like 6, 7, 8, sometimes even 9 o'clock. So that gets really hard. And he leaves at like 5 or 6 in the morning. So if I worked, I would have to work like a night shift, and I don't even know if that would work because, like, I don't know that he would be home in time for me to go to work. And then, like, he would leave so early in the morning that, like, I would never be able to sleep, especially with a newborn. Like, I literally would not sleep ever, because he would leave before I could go to sleep, and he wouldn't get back until I had to leave. I don't even know if he would be back in time for me to leave to go to work. So it would just be tricky to do something like that. I'm working on some side hustles, and so I hope that I can get back to that. It's just been very hard because I do a lot in the church, and that of course is free. And then I also do a lot as far as like homeschool co-op. I lead that. I don't get any money from that. I do it for free. Well, I do it for my kids, right? Like, and other homeschool families. And I do that for free. And then, I don't get paid for all of these things that I do, but they are very time consuming and they take a lot of time. So it's just been hard trying to navigate, but things are getting better, and we are working on it, and we're working on plans for the future so that we can get ourselves in a better spot. It's just, I know that everybody is stressed right now because the economy is just not fun. It's just not fun, and what you used to be able to live off of, you can't live off of anymore. So it's just been difficult. But I just thought I would address some of the comments because there were some good suggestions on there, and there was some good encouragement, and I really do appreciate that. So I'm going to use some of these. There's also some washi I can use too. So I'm going to use that. But I just think that if I go ahead and decorate it, I'll be more likely to just pop in here and journal when I have the time than when I wait and decorate it each day. So it's a little bit weird for me right now because my parents kept the boys last night so that me and Joshua could go on a date. Y'all, I'm not even gonna tell you what our date was. It's just a travesty. Like, we ended up we were gonna go to dinner, but then we were like, it's gonna be hard because the car seat that we have for Evander, which I guess we didn't think about at the time, is really annoying. So we need to get another one. And it is a conversion car seat, so it goes from him being a newborn baby all the way up until he no longer needs a car seat. So it's backward facing, and then it also turns into a full-on booster forward facing seat when he needs it. So it has these little like kickstands that make it a rear facing car seat. And then when he gets older, you can put the kickstands down, turn it around, and it like swivels to make it a older car seat. And so that's great and wonderful, but it sucks because it's not that infant car seat where has the handle and you can just pop it out and carry him wherever you go. So you literally, every time you go somewhere, you have to take him out of the car seat, like the whole thing, which is really annoying because you have to hold him all the time. And so we were like, well, that's going to suck. Like in a restaurant, that's really going to suck. And I really don't want to do that. So we were like, do we go buy a car seat or like a cheap stroller because we kind of need one anyways? Or do we just go do something else and get takeout and come and rent a movie? So that's what we decided to do, is to get takeout and rent a movie. We got Mellow Mushroom, but then like I really wanted some Chick-fil-A fries. I've been like craving them, and Joshua wanted a Chick-fil-A sandwich, so we ended up getting Mellow Mushroom and Chick-fil-A. Well, kind of Chick-fil-A, like halfway getting Chick-fil-A, and it was hilarious. So there's the little baby goat behind me, if you can hear him. But it was just funny because like we ended up doing that and coming home, and we went to Hobby Lobby because Joshua said, let's go to Hobby Lobby and like, just browse around. It's been like a really long time since I've went anywhere because they were sick and all of those things. So we did that and looked around, ended up seeing someone from our church there, and she was getting stuff for my parents' birthday party that we're throwing them. And so we helped her for a little bit, pick out the stuff and like, talk shop about what we were doing, because we are going to decorate some things for it today. And so we ended up doing that, and we got mixed up with that for a little bit, and then we came home and like rented a movie, but we both fell asleep before the movie was over. Oh my gosh, we're pretty pathetic. Like it's pretty bad, but it's fine. I mean, we had some time together and it was nice, and we had some chats. Like there's been some things that I've found out about myself lately, and that's been part of it too. Like I've just been on a road to self-discovery, and because of some other things, it's kind of led me to discover some things about myself. And like it's crazy to me because there's been things about myself like I've wondered my entire life, and then all of a sudden I just found all of these things out, and it's crazy. And I'll probably share more about that later when I find out for sure, and I get like some professional input on things that I'm thinking, because right now it's just all circumstantial and I haven't like gotten a real diagnosis on things yet, but it's just like blowing my mind, and it's making me like super, like, I don't know like how to explain it, like mind blown. That's really all I can say. It's like it's just blowing my mind, and it's crazy, and it's not necessarily negative. It's just crazy, and I can't really wrap my mind around it. It's kind of hard. It's an adjustment, I'll say. And so I've been dealing with that, and then just all the other things we've been dealing with, and it's just a lot to process and take in. So we were talking about that, and it was nice. We were having some fun and some positive conversation, and I felt like it wasn't nearly long enough, as date nights usually go. If we had one more than like every 6 months to a year, it would be different. But that's kind of what happens when you have a large family and you have a lot of kiddos. I mean, finding a babysitter is not exactly the easiest thing. But in this case, like my parents like volunteered to watch them and to keep them overnight. So that was really nice of them. And my dad like said that they would watch them, and it was nice. So we got to go somewhere and do some things. My dad was like, have fun, but not too much fun, because we don't need number 7. And I was just like, wow, Dad, seriously. So he's my dad's my bestie. I love my dad. He is amazing. He's very odd, like me. Wonder where I get it from. But he's like amazing, and he's been like there for me in so many different ways, and he's been there for Joshua in so many different ways. Like I can never thank him enough. So they have been keeping the boys, and we are going to the church to decorate, like I said, and so I'm going to be picking them up then. So say a prayer for me, because well, Joshua will be with me, thank goodness, but say a prayer for us, because we'll have the boys at the church doing a paint party to make all these decorations. And you can only imagine Jensen being at a paint party but not being able to paint anything. It's going to be fun. So I posted on TikTok and a couple other of my social media platforms about like the day that I had the other day, when he literally like dumped paint all over the floor, and it took me 3 hours to clean it. It was absolutely insane and horrific, and it made me want to cry. He is something else, like something else. Crazy toddler. So sure, they're having fun with them, but they're always really good. Like I have really good kids, and honestly even the toddler is really good at other people's houses. It's just my house that he goes nuts, and for whatever reason he is like going through a jealousy stage with Evander. Like he's really sweet to Evander, so it's not like he's mean to him or anything, but he's just being so clingy towards me. But he waited until Evander was 2 months old to go through this. Like, I didn't think he was going through this. He's been, like, so chill and, like, good about everything, acting like it's not even affecting him at all. And then all of a sudden, boom, bam, boom, he's, like, acting like he can't be by himself, and he's like having meltdowns when I'm holding Evander. No, put him down, you know, the whole thing. The things that you expect, but I expected them to happen when Evander first came home, not right now. So that's been fun, and we're going through that whole toddler thing. So he's a mess, and that's why I think he's been like acting out with the paint and all of the things, is because he's just trying to get attention. So I've been trying to pay him like extra attention, give him extra cuddles and love, and tell him how special he is, and all of the things that mommies need to do that help them integrate into a new baby and big brotherhood and all of the things. So yeah, talk to the hand. So funny. Like, the 90s is really funny. Okay, I can't believe it's been like so long. So old, man. I'm so old. Okay, I have this other washi, but I don't really want to use it. I kind of want to use it for another spread. So I think what I'm going to do is just use these for the weekend. Then I'll be short ones. So I'm going to have to do something different for Sunday. So I don't know what that's going to be. Do I have like anything near me washi wise? Not really, huh? Oh crap. The baby is kind of like snoring a little beside me in his swing. Don't know if you can hear him. These are cute. We'll use these. But anyways, he's been a little monster lately. Josh was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? But it's normal and it will pass. Killian was very, very clingy when he was a baby too. But when Alaric came, he really wasn't like that as much. He kind of clung to Joshua. And Jensen was doing that at first. So I was like, well, maybe I'll be the same way. But not lately. I think when he got sick and he just wanted his mama. And then now he's recovered, but he's still wanting his mama. It's just hitting him a little bit different. So I think that has a lot to do with it. He wasn't feeling good for a while. And his nose has been running like crazy all over again. So I don't know. I thought we were over it. And now it feels like we're just like starting the cycle over again. So I really hope not. Because I didn't like being like housebound for 2 weeks. And I'd really like for that not to be the case. But we'll do whatever we need to do. We'll stay home if we need to. It's just part of it, especially with a large family. When one gets sick, you all get sick, and you kind of just cycle it around for a little bit before it goes away. So, we'll see. Okay. Oh, this one's going to have to go on Sunday. Let's do this. He's like got a snore. He still has a little bit of croup, and I wish it would go away. But it is going away slowly. I just feel like it's too slow, you know what I mean? It's just slow, man. So fly. So funny. I was never really like, I don't know. I was quiet and shy for the most part when I was younger, so. But so I never really like went into that stage where I thought I was so cool, and because I was really shy, but I had friends, but quietly. Okay. So there's that. And then Sunday. Let's use this guy. This is cute. Okay, now I'm just gonna play in a little bit. Just kind of play in a little bit. Okay. Alright, so that's what it's looking like. These are looking a little naked. So, oh man, I ripped this one. His little singing, because he's got that congestion, it's called Strider, where he's like singing, but really it's the congestion talking. Okay, this is really cute, and I think that this is going to be perfect for me to just drop in here and journal. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.